promise. Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mark 56. Mark 56. Hey, check.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
tactical look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Damiere Byrd returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. That's complete right around the 8. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Saints 6.
Content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first. They'll start by running the option to the right.
skirts by him at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
New Orleans.
To throw. Completes it to Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Hardman. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Seahawks' 18-yard line.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. His first catch. Good for 9 and a first down.
9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Another try for Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First down carry for Henry. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Demario Davis there on the stop.
A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And the Saints first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Henry Ruggs standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard two-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
22, Seahawks 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10.
Seattle Seahawks.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Here's Henry. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. makes the score Saints 22, Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pernell McPhee on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
New Orleans.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Saints 22. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 24. That one good for 33 and a first. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Wilson being chased out left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun, Wilson. The left side completion to Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
The kickoff for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, now they cutting my line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Again, it's Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. As they run the counter play. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
On the carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Barkley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Instead of the 1st, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
This is Barkley. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 23. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Saints.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On third down, Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Ball carrier.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
The kick is good.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Seahawks 31. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Again, it's Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
On third down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Covered by Denzel Ward.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as they have taken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Back now in. Seattle, Washington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. That's going to set them back 5 yards. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
54, check, block 54, That's the screen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run it with Barkley, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
37. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Trying to punch it in with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
second down and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And out. It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He can run for it, and he will. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 12, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
56 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Blue down, blue down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Henry. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
The first down pass.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
At their own 32-yard.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Tonight's final score, Seahawks 51.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.